Hello and welcome to Ms. Sherman's Q2 Humanities class. Today we're going to be going over your syllabus. So if you look in your Google Classroom, you have Humanities Q2 syllabus listed. It gives you a brief overview of the class. We will be watching two in-class movies that can be made up on Wednesdays at lunch. We watched the first movie week 1 and week 2, La Causa, and we will watch the second movie the week of the 11th and the 18th. So if you miss these movies, you can make them up at lunch on Wednesdays, but they are not available on Hulu or any streaming app. In addition, your English credit will be given by reading the book Internment. I will go over that credit later on, but for now, we'll be going over the history credit. Each activity you will have one activity per week. Each activity is worth 0.25 credits. Those activities may be made up outside of class. So again, each activity is listed in Google Classroom. If you go to your Google Classroom, they've been divided into subcategories. Student activism activities. Each one of these will be labeled 2.1, 2.2, and there will be a total of 6 of them. They will each be worth 0.25 credits for a total of 1.5 possible credits. Each in-class lesson is worth 0.5 credits. So this is the work we do in class, and you also get credit for being here. This cannot be made up outside of class. Again, the in-class lesson worth 0.5 credits cannot be made outside of class. We have our student exhibition on December 18th, which is why I decided to make our last week a self-reflection week. We'll be finishing up our final projects, but we really want that done the week before. So this week we're just reflecting on our experience with this unit. The grading rubric is here. So your final project will be to create a 2-minute video that highlights one student leader. The video will include the geographical location, the type of activism that was used, information on the oppressed, the oppressors, allies, as well as the outcome of the movement. There will be a separate rubric following this that I will tape later on. Let's talk about your English credit. So this time you have an ebook. An ebook can be downloaded from your Google Classroom, and I will make you a separate video on how to access your ebook. However, each of these have been divided into lessons. Each lesson, there's 12 lessons here, or 12 reading logs rather. Every 3 chapters, you complete a reading log. To complete the reading log, you will do 5 vocabulary words, 3 cultural words, and a writing prompt. I will show you what this looks like in a minute, but let's go down to the credits. So completing the reading logs gives you a total possible credit of 1.8 credits. If you complete all the writing prompts, which are worth 0.20 credits, that will give you a possible 2.8 credits. The final essay, which everybody must complete, is worth 1.4 credits, allowing you to earn a possible 6 credits for English for this whole unit. This is what your reading logs will look like. Again, it's one reading log for every 3 chapters. Vocabulary will be in red. The reason vocabulary is in red is in your books, if you'll notice, I'm going through the first chapter, I've highlighted some words in red, some words in bold, and some words that are clickable. So the words in red are going to be your vocabulary words. These are adding onto your vocabulary as a 10th grader and are appropriate. So there's about 10 to 12 words for every 3 chapters. You're going to pick 5 of those words. You're going to write the word here. You're going to define the word and use that word in a sentence. Cultural context words are the words that are in bold. Again, this is an example of a copy of the book you have. This word is bolded, Islamophobe. It's not necessarily a vocabulary word that is appropriate to 10th grade per se, as this is to help build your cultural vocabulary knowledge. So you need 3 of these for every 3 chapters. In addition to these, you will have a quiz. What the quiz looks like is the quizzes are embedded into your actual book. So when you're reading the book, if you can click on it, this will take you to the actual quiz. So anything underlined and that will be italicized will be a clickable link. So you go from here, you open that link, and that will take you to your quiz. So again, to get full credit for your reading log, you're going to do the 5 vocabulary words, which are in red, 3 bolded cultural words, which are black and bolded, and then if you would like the additional 0.20 credits, you're going to do the writing prompt. The writing prompt is underlined and will appear as a big blue box. So the underlined portion is the part of the book that I'm basing the writing prompt in, and your actual writing prompt will come out as a blue box. This will be completed in Google Classroom as well with the writing prompt. You're going to tell me the chapters that you read, the underlined passage, and then you're going to write 2 paragraphs below in response to the writing prompt. So once again, let's go over that one more time. So English for this unit. You're going to do a reading log. That reading log consists of a vocabulary, cultural words, and a quiz that's embedded into your book already. If you would like to do the writing prompt, you may do so, and that's a minimum of 2 paragraphs. What this will look like in your Google Classroom is you'll see I'll already upload these to you. You can do them at your own pace. The reading log is here, the writing prompt is here. You do not have to complete both. It's up to you how much credit you want to earn. I have a deadline of, I believe, December 16th for all of these, so please make sure you get them to me due December 16th. So make sure you get these to me before December 16th. I will not be counting them for credit after December 16th. You may do these at your own pace. You can read ahead. There is no problem with that. So again, in closing, for our syllabus for this unit, Rebel Politics or Student Movements, you will have 1 weekly activity. This activity may be made up outside of class. You will have 1 in-class lesson. This lesson is worth 0.5 credits for a total of 0.3 the whole quarter and cannot be made up out of class. The self-reflection can be done outside of class, as well as the final project needs to be completed for history. Your English credit will be done reading your ebook internment, doing the activities from internment, and completing the essay. All of these things need to be completed to get your 2.5 credits. Remember, there's also the option to get 6 credits. I hope this helps with explanations, and I will make another video on how to download your book. If you have any questions, email me at shermanm1@sfusd, and I'm happy to answer.